This is the beginning of the flower reading training, and Lynn is now going to read a flower that I'm going to put on screen. So I'll just share that. Can you see it?
Not yet. Oh, there we are.
Okay.
Mhm.
Breath in and breath out. This is so easy.
Garden with all kinds of these particular flowers. They're all beautiful. They're all in the sun. There's so many to choose from, and they all seem like they're identical. But actually, there is one that stands out. That's one that's very special. There's one uh, that will sing, and the message that it's singing is to be yourself. There are lots of people who pretend to be who you are, but you are unique. And remembering that will help you to stand in your power and be the creator that you are meant to be. It's a beautiful thing to shine in the sun. Feeling emotional.
Your microphone's cutting out a little bit.
I'm feeling a little emotional, and I think that's because I feel what you're feeling sometimes, which is overwhelm, a little bit of fear, a little bit of uneasiness, some maybe a little grief because you've tried this before. You've tried being yourself before, and it's difficult. People sometimes don't accept you, but be patient, um, and think about the flowers. Think about the flower that you are and what that flower can do if you share it with others. Think also you have some trouble sleeping because you are worried about how to proceed and how to be yourself and what to do with that knowledge. I would suggest that perhaps you journal, write in a journal about the day's events and about the feelings that have come up for you through that day. Put everything down in the journal just as it comes to you, and that will help you sort through some of those difficult things that sometimes they get jumbled up in your mind, and then you can't really think straight. But if you journal, you're allowing that flow to happen, and it will make more sense, and it will make you feel better in the long run. So take a few minutes before you go to bed to get your journal out and just start writing. Sometimes you might even want to do a little drawing as part of that. Again, to help you express your uniqueness and get over the fear that you can't be who you are. I think too, I feel that I should do a little healing with you right now. if that's okay with you, particularly around your heart and your heart chakra, and also your second chakra. So if you let me do that, if you allow this energy to flow, I think perhaps if you take some time to be with yourself, take some time to be with those who do appreciate you, because there are those who do appreciate you, quite a few actually, and let those relationships support you in your endeavors and in the future that is beckoning to you. Let go of the fear, lay back in the river of consciousness, cease your struggles, because that river is flowing. Love, bless you.
Excellent. That was about 6.5 minutes, and the delivery was just super good. The content was great. Um, and now I'm going to tell you whose flower it is, or should I have the mystery guest uh, divulge whose flower it was?
Here it is.
Is that your flower, Bev?
That was this little flower right here, this beautiful little beauty.
She is beautiful. She is
It
beautiful.
was exactly right. It was so accurate, Lynn. And if you want to bear with me, I'll explain just a little briefly so that you can get really good feedback on that. So, there's this aspect of, and I probably shared with some of you a little bit, like Dr. J and apparently Dr. Modiyama told me I need to write. And so
Yes.
and I kind of shared a little bit. And I've told Dr. J more of the story, but that authenticity comes from, I think I shared with you guys, I have this children's whole children's series that I would like to write, that I have, that is not completed. But I've been feeling led over the last couple of weeks that I need to write a teaching memoir, um, that includes my own personal experiences. And the reason I haven't written that yet is because um, my perspective of my life and my childhood may really stir the pot in my family. And so there's just like this putting that authenticity away a little bit. And so all of your speaking to the authenticity is about, okay, well, I need to, it's time to step out and to speak of things that have been unspoken about in my family and take that risk regardless of, what the fallout is going to be, because it is so important to my journey. I feel is so important to help other people to understand how their healing can come through the spiritual journey, through healing the chakras. And so that's been my journey. And so it's just I just like I'm trying to be like deadpan, but one of the things that, and it's funny you said journal, and I'm like, that's exactly what I told you.
Oh,
And the
yeah.
reason I told you what I give you is like, it's like, but it's the same thing because that's what I'm on. But it's about writing. And of course, a memoir is very much about journaling as well. But every night before I go to bed, I have a time slot in my calendar to write every night before I go to bed. So you're like bang on with that. Like everything that you said was just right bang on with all of that. So I just want you to know that it was absolutely perfect.
Oh,
So thank you.
thank you. But I do have a comment or a question, actually. I did feel a lot of emotion, and that's me. But gosh, how do you control that, right? I mean, that hasn't happened to me for a long time in any of the healing sessions that I've had. Sometimes I feel a little emotion come up, but I'm able to control it, no problem. But it was really
Yeah.
hard. It
You
was really
stop,
hard.
recenter, refocus, reground. They'll wait. This is where you discipline yourself and go, oh my God, I'm starting to breathe too shallow. I'm really getting into this. I'm starting to go out of body. Stop, breath in, breath out, refocus, reground, recenter, and begin again. Now, another thing about flower readings I forgot to mention, or I may have mentioned, if you lose your place, you're starting to read, da, 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 and all of a sudden it's gone.
Mhm.
Forget about it. Just breath in, breath out, and just start again.
Okay.
I thought that
Okay.
was very well done. Any
And yeah,
comments
and
from?
also like I just want to add something else too. Also, like what you did when you went into, I feel like I just need to do a little bit of healing with you. I will do that too. Sometimes I'm okay, now's the time to do this. And you do a little bit of healing. And as you then refocus and you go into the healing, then more information comes,
Mhm.
right? So it allow yourself to be flexible in how you do that because I'll often have, oh, a little another tidbit or something else or another whole whole thing after I start working with somebody with the healing. So that's
Mhm.
okay to do that. Then that's great. And it's a good way to kind of ground yourself too. Like, okay, well, this is just so powerful right now. That's maybe my key or my, my time to go into that healing. That's my cue, I should say, to go into that healing. And then there's more information that comes after that.
Mm. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And was that too short then? Because that was like only
No,
six
but
minutes.
I was thinking about that. You don't have you. This is training. You don't have to go all 9 minutes. If you
Okay.
go 5 minutes and you feel full, that's fine. You don't. This is not like a marathon. I was
Okay.
thinking about that as you were giving the flower reading. Yeah, Helen, you were going to say something?
It felt like more than 6 minutes. It just felt so much is coming through, like the richness of it. So when Dr. J said it was 6 minutes, I was like, really?
Okay.
I do have a question. Because I didn't ask until now. While Lynn is doing the reading, I wasn't sure how the three of us is supposed to um be. Like
Just like you're
when we
sitting in
did
a flower
healing.
reading?
Well, so we're supposed to pretend we're just participating and just listening in
Yeah.
versus where when we did a healers training, all the students are basically doing the process and then, we all spoke, but now I was thinking, are we supposed to be just all doing the reading and then Lean will be doing the reading and talking
Right.
about it? So we got a sense of, are we having similarity? Did we get the
Be
similar sense of
receptive.
information?
Be receptive and oh, that's not how I would do it. That is how I would do it. Oh, that's a good point. Or I like how she started with healing. You're going to pick up little things that work for you and other things that don't. That's why this works so well in a group setting.
So in other words, we're not going to read into the flower to see we got
No,
similar
no,
information. We're
You're not
actually
no,
going
you're
to.
not
no,
practicing on the
no,
flower.
Okay.
no,
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 you're
All
not
right.
no.
practicing on the same flower.
Okay.
No, please don't read the flower.
Got it. Got it. I just
I mean,
want to
sometimes
know.
you can't help it though.
No, I just didn't know. Are we supposed to just like pretend we're like one of the people in a flower reading, or are we supposed to like see what Lynn is doing and kind of like when we do trail interpretation? Oh, I really like how that person interpreted this part of the trail.
Just participate.
Or yeah. Okay. Just all right.
I just have to whip
Yeah.
upstairs for 30 seconds. I'll be right back. Sorry.
Okay, Lisa, did you have any comments? You're muted.
I said it was a great reading, and this is my thing, but I took your mediumship training you did about 10 years ago. At the time,
Uh-huh.
it was the same time you did flower reading training for the first time. And I didn't take that, and instead I took that class, and I, how do you call it? Bullet reading? Bullet
Billet.
reading.
Billet.
Billet reading. And
How to
I
do a
did
billet reading.
Yeah, I did it in front of many people, and I got so nervous, and I couldn't speak well, and I just remember that, and I'm getting nervous a little bit. Because when I get nervous, it's getting better because my English speaking is a little better than that time, but
Okay.
I'm a little nervous right now. So no, that's not comment Collins, but yeah, it was right reading, and I just remember that moment right now. Thank you. That's
Okay.
all.
Well, since you're doing the talking, Lisa, we'll have you go next. And
Okay.
when you're ready, I'll put up the flower.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, I'm ready. Go ahead. Thank you. It feels like this person is carrying a lot of stuff to do right now. I feel both of my arms are like have no energy at this moment, and it shows me like a lot of things are going on. At the same time, you're receiving a lot of information from the other dimensions, and your Ajna chakra, sixth chakra, is open and activate. There's a lot of activities right now, and receiving a lot of stuff. And you have ability to articulate, to articulate and tell the other people what you're receiving and what you see in the spiritual world. I think it's good for you to meditate, have a time to meditate every day, especially in the morning after you wake up, and take a moment to meditate and listen to your inner voice and start speaking to other people what you see and your spiritual world and the other dimensions, and bringing into this dimension. But to do that, you need to have a quiet moment. I think you have a lot of things going on in your mind right now. And again, you have a lot of things to do in this, to live everyday life. So I think it's good for you to have rest and have a time to be quiet and time to meditate and be centered. I think mantra and chanting mantra is good for your throat chakra as well. So while you're doing your meditation, you can just pick one or two mantras, and you can do it while you're meditating. And that, again, that is very good for your throat chakra to be open and balanced. So that helps you to articulate what you see and hear from the other dimensions, again, through your Ajna chakra. So now I will rock. I will do some energy work on you. So please breathe deeply and relax. I feel a little bit pain on your, I think it's lower back. So, and I picked up some on an upper back between shoulder blades at the first time as well. So I want you to just do some stretch your spine before waking up or before going to sleep. Just balance your neck and your backbone and sacral area. Like you can just do some stretch, twisting your back or something, and do some yoga to stretch your back and keep it like soft and straight. That'd be great. So that the energy flowing through your Sushumina will be better if you do that.
Please come to completion.
It is done. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Now,
Oh,
I wonder whose flower that was.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Like, how do you pick out all of those elements out of that flower, right? Like, I'm looking at like, but she got it. She nailed me. Yep. Yep. It's exactly what's happening. It's
Mhm.
been a lot going on and very, very busy at my new location at work. And
Mhm.
it's just not physical work or administrative work. It's also spiritual work that I didn't realize I'll be doing there with my colleague. And so I very intentionally picked one of the flowers in my office that surprised me. This plant surprised me with a flower recently. And I just have to bring it into flower reading because it represents so much of my work aspect. And it's interesting how you picked up exactly that, my work aspect, and how I wish that I have more time in the morning to do my meditation
Mhm.
that I am lagging, but couldn't possibly fit it in because of the long drive out and back.
Mhm.
And I'm in physical therapy right now,
Mhm.
and especially the wicked part is exactly the part you were naming. Those are the two major parts that I'm trying to work it out with the physical therapist that also is work related. So it's very dead on and reminding me that I do need to figure a way to fit in more meditation
Mhm.
and sound healing. I I I really miss able to do that chanting that I used to do every morning and with sound, and all that kind of stuff. So right on.
That was
Thank
about
you.
9 minutes and 10 seconds. And so
Wow.
that's why I stopped you, because I didn't want you to overdo, but
But meanwhile, I'm like, no, I want more.
remember, you can read for hours on any one flower. The work is to, how do you put that into 9 minutes or so? How do you get all of that into that?
Mhm.
You are learning your own art form, your way. Just be authentic.
Mhm.
Use what I say as a guideline for your way. Lynn, Bev, any comments?
and I just want to say, Lisa, that I felt that your delivery of your assessment was very powerful.
Mhm.
There was no issues with, the language or, any of that. And, like in spite of any little bit of nervousness that you might have had, you were like bang on and you delivered that with some good power. So I just want to say that I've noticed such a great improvement in your ability to speak English, but also your confidence in delivering a message in English, because I know that has been a bit of a challenge for you. And I want to encourage you, and I want you to know that that was very powerful and that you are doing very, very well. So thank you for, continuing on the work and just pushing through that. So very well done.
Thank you very much.
And I just want to say I really like the way you kept it focused and calm, right?
Mhm.
I thought that was really well done. It's yeah, really
Thank,
exciting from my point of view. Yeah.
thank you very
You,
much.
you were like a laser beam.
Hmm. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's not easy to give yourself permission to be excellent at what you do. But think about how you're serving that person by being that good. You both were excellent. Anything else before we move on to Helen? Helen who?
No, no, Dr. J, when we did the meditation today, I mean, during the beginning of the class, I was like, oh my gosh, I felt like I'm back in healers training. And we did every morning we had a meditation before the class starts. It
Yes,
was wonderful, it was
I love
lovely.
that.
And then like, that's great. But now I'm like, wait, am I like feeling like I can't do this? It's so funny. I'm like, I feel like I'm back then now. And it's so funny. Part of me knew I can do this. That's why I'm taking the class. I want to know the back end. And I understood the back end, but yet I'm like, my mind's like, I want steps. I want Dr. J to give us step 1, 2, 3, 4. And I followed the step and then I don't know what it means. It's so funny how our egoic self is like, but anyhow, we'll see how it goes. I'm just gonna trust and go with it. It's like, give me steps.
Okay. Uh, um, are you ready?
I'm as ready as I can be.
Okay. Then let's
Well,
share.
let me have a moment. I need to do my I need
Okay,
to have my that
you
moment
let
for
me know
the
when you're ready,
prep.
please.
Yeah,
Share.
give me just a sec,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna let my big giant walk through with the dinner so that I can focus. I can see him coming to the door now, so I'm gonna just have a moment of. All right, I'm ready. Let me go to the flower. Hmm. All right, with your permission, I'm going to forward to you what comes through for you. I sense that you picked this flower because it is so lovely and so soft. However, you are leaning to its actual strength. I sense that I felt that as you hold this flower, you're taking in its essence and it gives you strength. You're walking on your path. And you're showing me that you're walking on this path, that you're walking steadily toward something. I do sense that you're holding a very strong vibrational beingness. I do see that you come to a point where there is sort of what they say, a fork in the road. And you are trying to decide which path, which road, which path you're going to take. And you're staring ahead and deciding and holding on the strength that you always count on to help you decide. However, sometimes when we are so focused on certain direction, we forgot to look around. There is another option. There's another option. A side path you have not noticed. I encourage you to take this side path and explore and see where it takes you and see what wisdom it will bring you. You don't have to choose one of the two paths in front of you. All the time I'm connected with your flower, I'm hearing that. Explore with the energy of Kuan Yin. If you're not sure who Kuan Yin is, go ahead and look her up. Meditate with her image. Connect with her. Feel her presence, feel her energy, and let her come to your life to guide you, to support you. I would like to channel through some cosmic light of healing energy to help you through your process. In your journey in this path, you have spent a lot of energy outpouring to the cosmic. And you spend all of your energy seeking. And it's showing me that you're pouring a lot of energy. Don't forget that when you have the ability to pour out the energy, the same channel, you can also receive. It's okay to receive. Have that balance of giving and receiving. And allow it to come to you instead of always pouring out energy to seek. It is okay to sit under a tree and just let it come to you. Be still in your quietness. Just like your flower that is in its full bloom, it is very still. It is very still and yet emanating so much energy, also helping you receive as well. It would be very good that you spend some time in nature, meditate and connect with Kuan Yin, and just sit, put your hand and feet on Mother Earth, put your hand on a tree, just allow yourself to do nothing. Meditation can be just about be still in your energy and allow it to come through all your chakras, from your 7th to your 6th to your 5th to your 4th to your 2nd to your 1st, all the way down to Mother Gaia. In the same time, releasing anything that no longer serve you, and allow Mother Gaia to give you something and bring it forth from the bottom of your feet, from your roots, all the way to your crown. Let me take one more look and see if there's anything else I'd like to come forward for you. The strength you find in the flowers really within you as well. I see it truly in your heart, truly in the center of your being. Know that, trust that. And I'll leave you in that light. Thank you.
Okay, I think you're just trying to show off because that was like
No.
9 minutes and 3 seconds.
Really? Are you serious?
Yeah,
No, I just had to you just
9 minutes
gotta.
and 3 seconds.
I just put a prayer out to let it flow through the right amount of time
How
and
did
let
you
it
do
flow.
that?
I didn't. I just put an intention to have it come in just as much as is appropriate with the timing that we have.
Well, let me ask you a question, Helen.
Yes.
You have three people, well, maybe even four people for the flower you could be reading. Who do you
Yeah.
sense that that was?
I didn't.
Let me
I didn't. But
before
here's
you
the
answer
yeah.
when
Yeah.
you're giving a flower reading and you say to the group, "Do you see whose flower it is?" And my answer is, I tell the group, no, I have no idea who I'm
Mm-mm.
reading for. I don't get a visual image like this is
Right.
Bev. But what I say is, I say, well, what I see is a soul.
Yeah.
I see the person on a higher level, and that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
So let the person reveal themselves.
Whose flower is it? Ah, Lisa. Oh,
Yes, it's mine.
I mean, here's the thing. You know, I really, like you said, I don't know who it could be because we get to see the person's persona, and then if we ever get to do some reading with them, because we're fellow healers, we have healers of change, then we get to know the spiritual bodies and spiritual person better. But there's so much aspect in the person that you just can't tell from knowing the persona, the physical being in front of you. But here's the funny part, when we did the first flower, and I didn't know, am I supposed to just pretend I'm like one of those ladies sitting there, like, ooh, wonder whose flowers is and what kind of story we're hearing? Because that's kind of like the thing, right? Or are we supposed to be like practicing looking in and see if we're getting similar information? So I didn't know what to do. And so when I didn't know what to do, I bet, let me see what happened if I do this if I'm pretending I'm a practitioner. I mean, a participant. And then let me see what happened if I'm going to like be like practicing together. And when I did that, I actually saw Beth holding the flower walking. And I'm like, does that mean it's Beth flowers? But wait, we're not supposed to care whose flower it is. We're supposed to just pull off information. And so I was quite confused. But that was really funny. Now thinking back, it's really funny, you know, like how that happened. But I have no idea whose flower this is. But I, I knew that was Beth flowers. Even though I was like, they can't get that kind of flowers up north. It's like we can't even get that kind of flowers here, like whose flower is it? So
You'd
I
be
was guessing it was
amazed.
Lisa based on the kind of flowers where you can get it and all that kind of stuff, right? So of course it's wrong because it's very density. But anyhow, so Lisa, how did you feel about the reading?
Yeah, I just had it's interesting because we worked on each other on last Monday practice, right? Of course I wasn't sure I was working on you, and you were not sure. You didn't know you were working on me, but yeah, the reading was great, and yes, I am working on my path, and I've just started to do like prepare for healing work and doing flower reading in Japan. And I have decided to do some part-time work to make some money for doing healing work here, because I have to live and I have to pay my rent and food as well. So, and I found a job at the temple close to here, and I'm starting from next week in a few days to work at that temple, and that I didn't know at the time. I decided to go to have a not meeting, but to talk people there. But it is nunnery. How do you pronounce it? It's
That's fine. Nunnery. Yes.
Nunnery.
All
Mhm.
women. Nunnery.
Yeah, it was built like 1300 years ago, and
Wow.
it was a huge. It had a huge responsibilities for like nuns in Japan, and it's a quite not very small, but comparing to other big huge temple in here, it's a little smaller right now, but it's located at the same place, and it has it has a lot of energy there because of the history. And they called me to work there, and I am starting soon. But the interesting thing, one more thing, there is an interesting thing, because the main, I don't know how to pronounce it, but deity, okay, of the temple is the 11th Kuan-Yin. And I have been, Kuan-Yin, and I have been Canon, and I have been visiting a lot of them here, because there are a lot of temples and a lot of statues and a lot of Kuan-Yin statues in here. So I have been visiting, and I know I have a connection with her, and you do, of course, and all of us do. And I have been told about Kuan-Yin, and when I am getting healing a lot these days, and it's interesting that I'm not considering this as a work, like I am serving there, like it's I think it's serving instead of working. So yeah, but it's just interesting. So I am
So
going.
beautiful.
Oh,
I
so
bet there's a tree there waiting for you to sit under.
oh, yeah, I would do that. I will do that. I want to do that, to meditate during my
and
lunchtime.
to choose the side option
Mm-hmm.
and to let the cosmic light of healing energy flow through you, Helen.
Is that what I said?
Yes, it's being recorded.
Yeah.
Wow.
Another thing too, for instance, when Lisa was reading Helen's flower, and Lisa
Mm.
said something exact like the fifth chakra, and Helen went like this,
Really?
right? That's another reason to keep your eyes shut when you're reading the flower. So when somebody goes like this, then you don't know who you're
Yeah.
reading for when they're all on the
Yeah.
screen. So this is another good example to you can react, but don't say anything. And if you're reading the flower, please shut your eyes if possible, or just don't look at anybody
Yeah.
if possible.
Mhm.
This
Any other comments?
So I have
okay.
a comment.
Okay.
So it was very interesting, and when I actually perked up and started to pay closer attention and knowing that there was something for me too. But when you first mentioned Kuan Yin, um, at that moment, a picture fell off of my wall that I have no idea. I haven't examined it, but I think the hook just broke or something, and it just crashed down and fell off the wall. So I was like, whoa. And then like, okay, I'm gonna pay attention here. So I thought that was interesting. Yeah. But yeah, very, very
Like a rear
well
view
done.
mirror,
Very well done.
like a rear view
Yeah.
mirror breaking off, right? Picture jumps
Yeah.
off the wall. What is the picture a picture of?
Well, I
No,
can
I
show you
kept,
what it is actually. I'm gonna
let's see.
it's
Oh,
this.
wow.
Like a
The
mandala?
beautiful mosaic of a leaf
It's a
shape.
mosaic leaf. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a mosaic
Hmm.
leaf.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It looks like a
So
heart
the
too.
so the leaf
Mhm.
It
fell
does
off the
look like a
tree.
heart. Yeah. So it just
Hmm.
it totally yeah, it just totally went crash as soon as she
Hmm.
said Kuan Yin. Yeah.
I guess Kwan, the spirit wants you to pay attention to that part that I'm saying to her. Maybe it applies to you somewhat. But here's the funny
Yeah.
part. Like when we did Taylor's training, day one, I never forget this. Dr. J's like, we're gonna show you guys how to feel your aura. I'm like, heck, I can't feel anything. I'm not one of those people that feel anything, any energy. I hear nothing, I see nothing. My great grandmother basically told us that we're blessed that way, that we don't get to hear, see none of this stuff because it's safer that way. And then he taught us how to feel aura. And I'm like, oh. And I'm like, really, I could feel this. Like, this is so weird, but I could feel this. So that's the moment when I go, I guess I could do this. So I'm like going back to that moment, like, yeah, I guess I could do this for real. Oh my goodness.
Lynn,
All
did
right,
you
I
have any
felt
more
that.
comments?
Did you say Lisa?
Lynn,
Oh, two L's.
Lynn,
I thought it was absolutely wonderful, Helen. I felt it as well. And actually I don't know, I think it calmed me because I was feeling emotional before throughout, and I think it was the energy. I tried to feel like I don't know so much how to hold space. That's probably something I should learn a little bit more about. But I attempted to do that. I attempted to let myself go into that space with you and just be there. And that was really beautiful experience. I appreciate
Yes,
that.
thank you. I'm glad that was a good experience for all.
okay, one more, and then we'll be done for the night. Okay, Bev, you're up. Let me know when
All
you're
right.
ready.
Well, give me a minute. Okay. it's interesting because I can't physically smell this flower, but what I am receiving right now is this fragrance of beauty. Fragrance of beauty. And when we think about beauty, we think about the second chakra. It's as if the second chakra's expression of the divine is through beauty. The language of the second chakra is through beauty. And sometimes when that second chakra feels a little bit overwhelmed and it gets really, really busy trying to get all the things done, you forget when we're caught up in that to find the beauty in life. To find the inspiration, to find the beauty in the little things, but also to find the beauty in those maybe challenging things and those challenging people in your life. Because everything that you encounter is pointing you to the divinity within, including the beauty that the second chakra longs to find. Let's just take a few moments to work with your second chakra right now. There's a little bit of sense of not feeling good enough, which is another one of those attributes of the second chakra, not quite accepting that you are already perfect just as you are, and not, let me just say that it's imperative that you understand that there is no comparison to who you are and to what you offer. And it does no good to try to compare yourself to other people. And one of the ways that you can, tune in to your own beauty in the uniqueness of who you are is to seek out and find that inspiration, the inspiration in those little aspects of life. And to gift yourself the time of resting, to gift yourself the time to do something that you love and that you enjoy, and to be with people who don't want anything from you, to be with people who give back to you. Those people are in your life and they long to give back to you. Please receive that from them. Please believe them when they give you the accolades. Because you truly are a beautiful gem. you truly do have the fragrance of beauty. Take time to smell the roses of who you are. There's nothing that you need to prove. Nothing that you need to do. But just to be who you are as the beautiful soul that you have come to earth to offer. I'm just going to take one more moment to do a little bit of energy work. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Breathe all the way into that second chakra. Feel your feet on the ground. And I'll leave you in light with that and say thank you and bless you. You're muted, Richard.
Sorry, I had a window blocking the mute button, so I couldn't tell that I was muted. That was beautiful.
Wow.
And let me ask you guys, how long do you think that was? You're sitting there, you're listening to Bev, and how long do you think that was?
It was perfect, perfect time for me. It was just the perfect amount.
Just under 7 minutes.
Hmm.
6:54. These have their own rhythm, they have their own timing. And sometimes when you're offering a flower reading, you're going to feel like I did not do this person justice. I've spoken for 9 minutes and I have so much more to tell them. If I only had more time, it's going to be sometimes a challenge for you. So, Bev, let me ask you, who do you suppose that might have been?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't venture to. I used to try and guess whose flower was who,
Sounds like me.
but I don't venture to do that anymore
No, I don't do
because
it well.
I
Yeah.
just would get it wrong. So
Okay, so I'll
I
let
have no
whoever
idea.
that was to go ahead and speak up and you can say.
Yeah.
Trouble seeing myself like that flower. And it's interesting when here's the funny part, that this flower, you didn't know that, but I went to the garden and I just asked who wanted to volunteer to be at the flower reading learning with me. And I walked over and I saw these flowers, and this one was all bent, probably from the storm. And I was like, oh, like this looks just like how I feel sometimes, all bent and beat up, with all the battering of the raindrops and everything. And I had it in a vase, and I meditated with this one quite a bit too. But then all of a sudden I looked at it, there were 13 flower on this inflorescent. I'm like, wow, you know. So it means a lot to me, and also what this plant was. That was going to be one of the questions. I think I'll ask that question tomorrow. Because when I do the flower reading, I always pick the plant that represents certain aspect in my life, even though the the reader, Dr. J, didn't know about it, but he takes, he picks it on, totally, totally, not only give me, the reading that I need to hear at the moment of my life, but also got that part of, so like today it's like, yeah, like Beth totally gets the part that I'm a little beaten down, run down again, and I really need a rest. That this is how I felt lately. I just could not get enough rest. And I need to find more ways to do that, to get that rest, because I'm really like getting burnout too quick this year. And potentially not recognizing myself in a different light. I needed to point that out and believe in it. Like really believe in that. That's the tough part, And so I would
Fragrance
pick up
of
with
beauty.
them, and yes, that is just so lovely. The fragrance of beauty. Yeah, it's almost like you can't smell it with your nose. You have to smell it with your heart. And I just felt like you smell me. I believe it. So I'm gonna take it in and believe it, because sometimes I have a hard time believing, even though that I know it's true, but yet somehow I just somehow, I don't know what it is, some past life things that I just don't act like, don't treat myself like some of you wise people see me and wanting me to entreat me, right? And so I'm still working on it.
And
Yeah.
you are now receiving more was part of the message.
Yes.
Putting yourself in the position of acknowledging the importance of opening your heart to receive love as you give it. A second chakra thing.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I just want to say that many of those things resonated with me, just like we talked about earlier, right? Sometimes other flower readings will click and you go, oh wow, I got to think about that. Yeah, that happened for sure this time.
Lisa, any comments?
Yeah, me too. I learned a lot of this reading as well because, Helen, the reading Helen gave me includes like it's okay to receive, and I'm learning it, and it's the same thing, and I got just interested in that comment. Yeah, I'm learning it too. Thank you, Helen, and thank you, Bev, for your reading for Helen. Thank you.
This is very sacred work, and you're all just such wonderful beaming lights. I wish I had better words. I don't. There's so much energy, if you will, that has been passed in just 4 flower readings. Just 4. So my thought is that we would come soon to conclude for tonight, and that tomorrow you all will do at least 2 flower readings. So that's 8. If you did 3 flower readings, that's 12, which selfishly would please me no end. But I want to respect your energy level. So let's plan on doing at least 2 flower readings each tomorrow night. And again, selfishly, maybe 3. So remember your clearing, your cleansing. This is very sacred work. It's very holy. And I will send you the YouTube link tonight for sure. I can also send it to you as a file, so you can use that as you wish. Your only homework would be to review the syllabus again, to see how what was said tonight resonates with your particular practice, your particular method of delivering. You can see all 4 of you gave different methods of delivering the information. And that's expected, and that's great. Let it be authentic. Don't try to be somebody else. Don't be Dr. Moriyama. That's not what he would want. Don't be Kuan Yin, but Kuan Yin will come through you. What would Kuan Yin want? For you to continue your beautiful awakening. It's a continuum. It's not, there's no end. There's only the continuous acceptance of the truth. Do you have any other comments? Anything you'd like to offer before we get ready to close?
Just a quick question. If we have a question that we know we have, because I want to be mindful of the time tomorrow for the actual reading practice. So we send an email to you ahead of time?
Yes, you can do that, or thank you for reminding me, we will open with Q&A. So if anybody has questions, of course, you can email me, or ask them while we're live tomorrow night. Again, it'll be recorded. Part 3 is tomorrow night. And what was I going to say? No, it left me. So anything else before we close? You all did so well. Now, you may not think so personally. I get it. But trust the comments from your fellow graduates. Okay. So, Bev, would you please close us with a short meditation?
Sure. All right, take a nice deep breath in and exhale all the way out audibly, and then a little bit more. And now one more breath in and pause. And now exhale audibly and a little bit more. And just drop your shoulders and feel yourself settled deeply into your chair with your feet on the floor. And just feel yourself, feel your presence here on earth. And now just take a moment to imagine your feet on the earth and imagine yourself as a beautiful flower. If you were a flower, what flower would you be? And just watch that flower open its petals to the sun and draw that light in. And feel your roots going deeply into the earth and being held by Mother. And feel yourself breathing through the earth and the sky as you exchange life force with the earth and the sun, Father Sky, Mother Earth, and you, the beautiful, blooming flower. And not a care in the world, because you know that your time here, as you are planted, is in perfect timing. You are cared for. And everything that you need is at your disposal. It's at your whim, at your will. As the flower, you have no worries. And as the beautiful human, you are just as the flower, perfectly cared for, perfectly held. A little piece of beauty here on earth for a short time. Allow yourself to rest in that. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. bring your awareness to the physical human body that you have and move those great fingers and toes. And bring yourself back to the room where you're seated. And when you feel the time is right, you can open your eyes.
Thank you, everybody. My love to all of you. We will start tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And please rest. Don't underestimate the power of the force that you've received and that passed through you. Treat yourself as sacred. Okay? And we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye,
Good night.
everyone.
Night, everybody.
Thank you.
Yay.